What is up, guys? Jake from MetalicDzn here. Today I'm bringing you another tutorial. It is how to make a background of my style. Like, I've never really wanted to do this, but I don't see the point in keeping it to myself if I can just share it with you guys and you guys can improve on what you want to improve on. And before I start this video off, can you please leave a like? I don't really care about favorites because I know people don't do that, but if you could please like this video and share it with some of your mates if you would like, and if you could please use some of these techniques in your work but just don't copy everything 100%, it would be appreciated, just because this is really supposed to just help you get better at what you're doing right now, not to copy me 100%, and it really wouldn't help you if you're doing that kind of stuff for obvious reasons. So what I'm going to do first here, this is probably going to be a 2 or 3 part series, and I will be uploading like every 50 likes I'm going to be uploading the next part. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to go File, Open, and I'm going to go into my background template, and this is going to be a partnered background. So mine's called April 2012 background tutorial for some reason. I was going to do a background tutorial, but my templates are just in here. Alright, so I have all these color corrections and stuff already put on, but I don't even know why I have them, because every time I come and make a new background I delete the fade and I delete the color corrections. So this is my template here. I'm going to put it in the description for you guys, so I'm just going to save that anyway. So that's going to be in the description. Yeah, let's get into it. So for the background color, I'm going to get the eyedropper tool here and just click on the background. And if you come over to the color picker here, mine is 1A, 1A, 1A for the codec, or brightness 10. I'm just going to put that down to 8, brightness. So where the B is, put at 8. I'm just going to go over to the, I don't even know what that's called, but I'm just going to go right click, fit on screen, so it does that. Here I have my watermark, sorry. I'm just going to delete that as well. I don't really use that. And I have the banner area here. You can hide that by clicking on the eye. You need that for the end, so I suggest keeping that on the very top. So I'm just going to lock that and hide it. So what I do first usually is I come over to the module layer here, double click, drop shadow, put the blend mode to normal, put the opacity all the way up to 100, turn off use global light, put the distance down to 0, change the size to about anywhere between 20 and 25, so I usually go 20, and then put the spread to about 10. That just gives it a nice effect around the edges. And now we're going to get straight into doing the, because this is going to be an interface background of my style interface anyway, so we're going to get straight into it here. We're going to make a new layer above the main color layer, and we're going to use the same color of the background. And what I'm going to do here is just come over to the rectangular marquee tool, go up to the top left hand corner and drag right across. And you're just going to do it about that thick. Yeah, just so it's like a little thin strip across the top. Now you're going to come over to your keyboard and press Alt Backspace. And what that does pretty much is just fills that little area that we had there. Now you're going to double click on the layer that we just made, go to drop shadow, put the blend mode to normal. Sorry, I just woke up, so this is a bit hard to do right now. Put the opacity up to 100, turn off use global light, distance to 0, size to 10, and the spread to about 20. Now what we're going to do here, and this is just making the initial layer style that I'm going to be using for the rest of the background pretty much. Come over to gradient overlay, put the scale to 90. Now you're going to make a really dark gradient here, so on the far left where it has a black, put the B, where it says B, change that to 5, and come over to where the white is and change that to 10. So that's just a really dark gradient, and if you haven't already, I suggest going and check out my other tutorials, because most of the stuff I do I'll be using in here, and some like if you want these fucking hell. If you guys want these tutorials to be like a bit quick, you're gonna have to know most of the stuff, and I'm not gonna really sit here wanting to explain every single little thing that I do. So yeah, just go check out my other tutorials if you would like, and that would help me out. Thanks. I'm going to change, click on bevel and emboss, sorry, and change the depth to 1000. Put the size to 0, and click on turn off use global light, and put that angle to 90, and put the altitude to 0. Actually, with the top one, change that to -90. Turn down the shadow mode all the way down. On the highlight mode, change that to overlay, and put the size up to 100, the opacity up to 100, sorry. So if you zoom out here, we've got a nice little part there, and what we're going to put in there is we're just going to indent it in a little bit. Maybe put some indents on the outside, and then actually I might keep this really simple, sorry guys. Yeah, this is just going to be a little basic background tutorial, and maybe in the future I'm going to do an advanced one if you guys enjoy this. So yeah, I'm going to keep this as simple as I can, sorry about that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to right click on this layer, right click, duplicate layer, OK. Just going to drag this down here, and what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to change the layer styles here. So I'm going to double click on that layer that I've dragged down here, click on gradient overlay, hit reverse, go to bevel and emboss. Instead of -90, put that to 90, just so everything's flipped around pretty much. And I'm going to drag that down here. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little strip there, just a bigger strip in the middle. So I'm going to make that under both of those layers. So I'm going to click on the background layer again, make a new layer, and I'm just going to get the rectangular marquee tool again and just make a rectangle straight across the screen. Go on your keyboard, press Alt backspace, just so it fills that. And if you can see that, I just made a little strip there. So I'm going to click on the move tool here, and where it says, you're going to have to select show transform tools up here, or show transform controls, sorry. And I'm just going to move this with my keyboard with the arrows, just so I can try and like center it as best as I can. And I'm going to pretty much make the same layer style that I had for the other two layers that I made. So I'm going to go drop shadow, opacity 100, blend mode normal, turn off use global light, distance 0. You're going to go here, you're going to go size about 10, and spread 20. Now with the gradient overlay, you're going to pretty much do the same thing. So you're going to, on the black gradient, change the brightness, but this is going to be a bit lighter, sorry, so change the brightness to 10. Where the white is, change that to 15. That's actually a bit too light, so just do that to 5. So 5 and 10 again will be good. Alright, now click on bevel and emboss and do pretty much the same thing we've done with the other one. So depth 1000, size 0, turn off use global light, angle 90, and altitude 0. Yep, then just change the highlight mode to overlay, put the opacity to 100, turn down the shadow mode, and here pretty much we just got the making of a nice background. So as you can see there, that's like up, pushed out, everything's pushed out pretty much at the moment, and I don't know what we're doing for time. So we've probably got about 1 more minute to do nothing, because you can't really do anything in a minute, to be quite honest. So as you can see there, we've got a nice making of a background like I already said. What I'm going to do in the next part is pretty much just indent everything and add some simple lighting effects, and then adding some text and color correction at the end, which is pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. This is part 1 of my background tutorials. You won't see any other background tutorials like this anywhere on YouTube. So if you could please like this video, I would appreciate it a lot. And please leave some comments below for my any rant ideas that you have. I just started to do a rant and it turned into a commentary, so I didn't really want that. So please leave some comments below, guys. It would help a lot. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Sa.